honestly, it's not very logical to carve a stone and then worship it. It's not very intelligent. And there were many of the Quraysh who were thirsting for another theology. Of them were some great figures like Mut'im ibn Adi. And I've given an entire lecture about Mut'im ibn Adi and I've called it The Legacy of a Kafir. Go listen to it, it's online, The Legacy of a Kafir. Mut'im ibn Adi was a very respected, very decent person who actually helped the Muslims and who actually wanted to embrace monotheism. So Mut'im, along with a group of elite of the Quraysh, Utbah ibn Rabi'a, Shaybah ibn Rabi'a, these are like senior members who are much more intelligent. They're not as fanatical as people like Abu Jahl. They came to Abu Talib. Listen to this. They said, "Oh Abu Talib, the message of your nephew appeals to us." So they want to embrace Islam. The message of your nephew appeals to us. And we would be very sympathetic in embracing what he's preaching. So then what's the problem? But, they said, he is preaching that our servants are the same as us. Our slaves occupy the same status as us. And we cannot accept a system that equates us with our slaves. So go tell him to get rid of this one snippet and the rest of it is fine. Go tell him to get rid of that one facet of the religion, to exile or to throw out of his congregation people like Bilal al-Habashi, people like Suhaib al-Rumi, people like Ibn Mas'ud. Now pause, Ibn Mas'ud was an Arab, not like Bilal. Ibn Mas'ud is an Arab. So why kick out Ibn Mas'ud? Because Ibn Mas'ud wasn't a Qurashi. Ibn Mas'ud wasn't a slave, by the way. Ibn Mas'ud was an Arab, but he was from a tribe that was way at the bottom of the pyramid. Way at the bottom. He was from a tribe down south in the lands that is now Yemen, and the Quraysh, being the elitists that they were, they looked down at the people of those regions, and Ibn Mas'ud occupied a very low rank. So they said, our condition is, you go tell your nephew, kick out Bilal and Suhaib and Ibn Mas'ud, and they had a list, they had a specific list. Kick them out, don't allow them to come in his gathering, at least when we are present, because we are higher than them, and then we will have a one-on-one, and perhaps we will embrace his faith. What an amazing offer. You're going to get some senior members of the Quraysh ready to embrace the religion if you compromise on this principle. So Abu Talib went to the Prophet ﷺ, told him, "Oh my nephew, guess what? I have some good news. You might get some really powerful allies. Mut'im, Utbah, Shaybah, these are big names. They're all MPs, they're all senators, they're all congressmen in the Nadwa. They all have clout. All you got to do is get rid of these abids, man. Just get rid of them." But Allah Azza wa Jal revealed in the Quran, Surah Al-An'am, وَلَا تَطْرُدِ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ. Do not kick out or exile or do not get rid of those people who are constantly worshiping Allah and calling out to Him morning and evening. Do not get rid of them. Do not kick them out of your gathering. And Allah said, if you were to do so, فَتَطْرُدَهُمْ فَتَكُونَ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. If you get rid of them, then you are the one who is the loser. This is Allah addressing the Prophet ﷺ. Don't get rid of them. To do so is an injustice.